The survival techniques used in this program are performed by non-professionals. Please do not attempt any of them at home, school, or anywhere. Some scenes may contain graphics.
Right now, I'm just trying to make it through the night. Okay, the plan is for me to spend 7 days alone. No food, no water. All I've got are the clothes on my back and this harmonica. Oh, and this 101 multi-tool. My crew dropped me off in the middle of nowhere to deal with snakes, wolves, coyotes, nighttime chills, disease-carrying insects, loneliness, and despair. Okay, these are the challenges that are set before me. But for now, all I have is me and this camera and my wits and this harmonica for the next 7 days alone.
Yeah! That was awesome! Oh, it's so good! I can feel your solitude, and I can hear the desperation in your voice. It's incredible! Hey, did you hear my howl? Did you hear my howl? I thought that added something.
I heard.
That was great. Hey, here's some popcorn.
No, I don't.
No, come on,
I
you're
don't
hungry.
want the popcorn.
Come on, eat it.
I'm alone.
Man, that was awesome!
Welcome to the So&So Show. I'm
Yes.
Brandon. That's John.
Hey.
We are excited about today's show.
As always, except for that one show.
Oh yeah, except for that one. Yeah. But other than that, we are excited.
Yes, as you can see, we are getting ready for a little fall hiking trip.
That's right. We are headed out to the great outdoors.
Yeah.
We're like Dan Aykroyd and John Candy.
Who?
Doesn't matter. The important thing is we're getting out there. It's gonna be like My Side of the Mountain, but without Grizzly Adams. Or Homeward Bound, except we're not dogs or a cat.
What are you talking about?
Oh, just obscure random movies that no one under 30 would know anything about.
Since that's most of our audience, let's just move on with the show.
Fine. Now that you and I are getting ready for our trip, I thought I'd bring in an expert.
A real expert? Like
Is there any other kind? Please welcome someone who knows stuff.
How's it going?
So great to have you back on the show.
You gotta be kidding me.
For the people who may have missed you on the last time you were on, can you tell us who you are and what you know?
I am Leonard Fortescue, and I am a professional metal detectorist.
And why is he an expert on hiking?
You're probably wondering what in the world wide world I know about hiking and camping and whatnot.
Yeah, never crossed my mind.
Well, as part of my job, I usually spend about 4 months out of the year out in the great wilderness looking for treasure. And during those times, I have to catch my own food, find my own water, and reenact Marvel movies. For my own entertainment. Because there are times where I don't see another living soul except for squirrels, deers, and the occasional bobcat that have become my friends.
Okay, two things. Actually, three things. You spend 4 months out of the year camping and hiking in the woods.
Yes.
And it's a real job.
Yep.
And you're a friend with a bobcat.
Yep, his name's Larry Shorttail.
Of course it is.
So I thought that Leonard here could give us some pointers about how to survive in the wild.
It's just a 2-day hiking trip,
I know,
right?
but you can never be too prepared.
You are correct,
Thank you,
sir.
Steve.
Because this one time, I was going out to Popeyes, to pick up some spicy chicken. And the next thing I know, I'm lost in the woods for 37 days.
Maybe we should get him a compass.
If I'd only had my compass, I'd only been lost for 10 days instead of 37. So the moral of the story is, don't ever leave your compass at home. And always be prepared. So,
Got it.
I thought what we do is we get you dressed for the wild.
Oh, okay. What's this?
This basket here is slap dab full of clothes to help you blend into the environment. So the question is, do you trust me?
Absolutely.
Not.
So that's great. So let's try out outfit number 1 to see how it fits.
Got
To
it.
the changing rooms. All right, let's see how they look.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
You look like you're ready to get to it.
We're going on a hike, not a bear hunt.
I think maybe we blend in a little too much with the environment now.
Oh, okay. I'm catching what you're putting down. All right, well, let's try outfit number 2. All right. Now you're ready to do some hiking.
Are we gonna sell some cookies or something? I do like the minty ones though.
No, this is what I grew up hiking in. I was part of the boll weevil troop. We should, find insects and frogs. We can try something else if you want to.
We want to.
All right, well, let's go with option number 3.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, that one is a little wonky. All right, let's try again.
You know what? I think John and I are good with what we're going to wear on our hiking trip. Maybe we should check in with Kellen.
Great idea, Callan!
What are you guys doing?
We're getting ready for our hiking trip. Why?
What does it look like we're doing?
You know what? That's what I was gonna guess.
Great. You got a Bible story for us?
I do. That wouldn't happen to be a basket full of clothes, would it?
Does possum start with the letter P?
Well, actually, opossum starts with a.
He means yes. Do you want to borrow it?
Ooh, I do. Thanks.
No problem, O. Catch.
That was easy.
It's Bible story time with Kellen.
The story I'm about to tell you is about a guy named Joseph. Now, Joseph had some absolutely insane things happen to him. Things so crazy, a lot of people might have given up. Joseph had a choice to make, though. Would he give up, or would he trust that God had a plan for his life? We shall see. And I think the best way to tell this story is to use Leonard's slap dab fool basket of clothes. Joseph was a young man of 17 and was a shepherd out in the fields tending his father's sheep. Jacob, Joseph's father, loved Joseph more than any of his other sons. We know you're not supposed to have favorite kids, but Jacob did. To show how much he loved him, Jacob made an ornate coat of many colors for Joseph. When his brothers saw that their father loved him more than any of them, they pretty much hated Joseph. One night, Joseph had a dream and decided, probably not wisely, to share his dream with his brothers. He said to them, "Listen to this dream I had. We were tying up bundles of grain out in the field. Suddenly, my bundle stood up straight. Your bundles gathered around my bundle and bowed down to it." His brothers said to him, "Do you plan to be king over us? Will you really rule over us?" So they hated him even more because of his dream. One day, Joseph's brothers had gone off to take care of their father's flocks, and Joseph went to find them. He found them, but they saw him a long way off. Before he reached them, they made plans to kill him. When Joseph came to his brothers, he was wearing his beautiful robe. They took it away from him and threw him down into a dry well. Then they sat down to eat their meal. As they did, they saw some Ishmaelite traders on their way to Egypt. Judah convinced the other brothers to sell Joseph to these traders instead of killing him. After the traders took Joseph off to Egypt, the brothers took Joseph's beautiful coat and dipped it in animal blood and brought it to their father. Seeing the blood-stained coat, Jacob believed Joseph had been killed by a wild animal. The Ishmaelite traders took Joseph to Egypt. He was sold to a man named Potiphar, who was one of Pharaoh's officials and captain of the palace guard. Even through all of this, the Lord was with Joseph. He gave him great success. Joseph lived in Potiphar's house, and Joseph's master saw the Lord was with him. He saw that the Lord made Joseph successful in everything he did. The end. When we look at Joseph's life, we see a lot that went wrong for him. Almost killed by his brothers, thrown into a well, sold into slavery, even taken so far from his home that the chances of him getting back was almost zero. He must have felt all alone. It had to be hard for Joseph to trust God while all that was happening, right?
Right.
Yeah, it would be hard for me.
Totally. But the truth is, the bad times are when you need to trust God the most.
Yeah, but how do we do that?
I'll tell you what Jesus did. A lot of times when Jesus was alone or afraid, he prayed. When he was sad, exhausted, or if he just wanted to spend time with God, Jesus prayed. I know it seems simple, but talking to God helps remind me that he's always with me, and that helps me trust him.
That's awesome. Thanks, Kellen.
Yeah, thanks, man.
No problem, guys. Oh, I think these are yours.
Oh,
Hey, that was a good throw!
You wanna?
oh yeah, the thing.
Yeah, let's do the. Wait. On three.
Oh.
1, 2, 3.
Reveal
Reveal
the question. What does it look like to trust God? You know, that's probably a question that'll look different for almost every person.
Yeah, that's true because we each have different things going on in our lives to trust God with.
What does it look like to trust God when things aren't going your way?
What does it look like to trust God when you're starting a new year in school?
What does it look like to trust God when you can't decide whether or not to eat this chicken salad sandwich I made this morning? It has been under my hat all day, though. That's good. Tastes like possum.
All right, then. I guess that's all we have time for today.
I sure hope so.
We'll see you guys next week for a brand new show.
Yes. See ya. See ya, Leonard. It's kind of nice.
Okay.